हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल मेडिकल एजुकेशन विद तान्या। सो आज हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं, टुडे वी विल गोना डिस्कस अबाउट द होम्योस्टेसिस। सो एज वी ऑल नो दैट द नेम ऑफ होम्योस्टेसिस, व्हाट डज द मीन ऑफ होम्योस्टेसिस, we will understand in the brief. So first of all, homeostasis is nothing but homeostasis is a process by which our bodies maintain or regulates its temperature according to the external factors. That factor may be the environmental factor, or there may be a certain factor due to which our body is adjusting its own basically temperature. So homeostasis, in the homeostasis, all the structure of a body functions together to maintain the homeostasis, or it is a process by which the body maintain its internal environment in response to the external environments. For example, how our body maintain the homeostasis. So let's understand by the example. First example is the metabolism of a drug and the toxic in the livers. We all know that the liver is the main metabolic hub which basically metabolize all the things, especially the drugs which pass through the first pass metabolism. Basically I am talking about the oral drugs. They are generally metabolized by the livers, and so hence the toxics, it will release also the toxins, because all the medication have a therapeutic effect as well as a toxic effects. In order to get a desired effect on our body, definitely each and every drug will show the reaction in a form of a toxicity. So the second example will be the regulation of water and the solids in the blood by the kidneys. So basically you know that our kidney is the main filtration unit which purifies the blood. So the third example would be the regulation of blood glucose through the pancreas. You know that the pancreas is the main hub which just stimulate the insulin just to engulf the glucose. Basically the glucose are maintained in our body through the process of a glycolysis when the insulin is released by the pancreas. Now another example of a homeostasis process is a thermal regulation. So basically how our body maintains the normal temperature. So just let's understand with the basic process. In this, our body or skin core temperature will just drop, its receptor will just drop the temperature, and in our body we have a thermoreceptor. What does it will do? The thermoreceptor in the skin or in the internal organs send impulses to the hypothalamus. We all know that the hypothalamus is a part of our brain. So hypothalamus, what does it does? Hypothalamus access the body thermostat, and the hypothalamus responds to the sympathetic system. Everyone know that our body is divided into two categories. One is a parasympathetic system, the second one is a sympathetic system. So basically how our body works, in the parasympathetic system our body does work the rest and digest, and in the sympathetic system our body basically relies on the three factors, that is the fight, flight and the fear. You know that our body is divided into the two categories, that is the central nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. In the central nervous system we have two parts, the brain and the spinal cord, and in the autonomic nervous system we have two parts, that is the parasympathetic system and the sympathetic system. So basically when our body goes into the rest and the digest mode, it will goes in a parasympathetic mode. All the function will get too calm and in the resting phase. In the sympathetic system, what happened, our body became in a too alert mode. Basically whenever we are feeling any kind of a fear, or whenever we are just having a certain kind of a strong feeling towards something, that means our sympathetic system is activate. Understood? Now just understand the basic process of a thermoregulation. The sympathetic system resulting in the vasoconstriction. So what happened, due to the constricting of the blood vessels in the skin, it diverts the blood or the way from the skin to the warmer, and basically in the anterior toward side what happened, the body prevents the further loss of heat to the surroundings and prevents body core temperature from dropping further. So basically in our body, what happened whenever we are feeling any kind of a fear from the outside, what happened, our anterior pili receptor that is situated just beneath the skin, it will just provide a particular impulse to the hair follicles of our skin, and automatically it will just stand on our surface of the skin. So we can also see whenever we are feeling a strong kind of a sense that we are in danger or something, automatically our goosebump we are feeling. So according to the goosebump, what happened during the process, the anterior pili receptor gave a proper command to and provide a proper impulse rate to the hair follicles in order to goosebumps. So what happened, it contracts and causing pillar extraction, in which the hair follicle stands up and intend to trap a warm air next to the skin. So whenever a continued drop in a temperature prompts the hypothalamus to send the impulses that shows shiver reflex, and in the skeletal muscle automatically a generation or additional heat to increase the body temperature. Automatically whenever our body is able, our body is stabilized to maintain the normal temperature, so automatically the goosebumps will rely on the particular hair follicles flatten toward the skin or flatten against the skin. In the body skin or the core temperature increase the thermal receptor in the skin or internal organ prompts the hypothalamus to the sympathetic stimulation of a blood vessels. So in the skin, the vessel dilates and allow a warm blood to distribute heat through the skin. Anterior pili muscle relax hair follicles lie flat against the skin, as I already told you, and the sweat gland produce sweat allowing heat loss through the evaporation. Automatically whenever our bodies try to just remove all the toxins to the body, whatever happen in the body, it just basically release the sweat, and in the form of sweat after a certain time period it automatically get evaporated in the environment. So the stimulus or increase in the body temperature cause the brain to act as a thermostat and dissipate heat throughout the body. Basically once a normal temperature reach, thermostats shut off this particular thermostats. So the examples of the body response to contract the stimuli are called negative feedback loop, which allow the body to maintain a homeostasis. So that's it about the homeostasis. If you like my video, if you are new to my channel, so just subscribe. मिलते हैं आपको नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. बाय बाय.